Oh look, more rain, yay!
Hi everyone, technically it's Monday right now, and I've been a bit inactive for the past 2 weeks because of school and other things, but yesterday I went to Point Lobos with a friend, and then we went down to Big Sur, and on the way there we saw something really exciting. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy. These few clips Jimmy might put here and there are really tiny, but I've just been busy. I'm going to try my best to keep on recording, and I'll see you guys later.
Kyle vlog number 1. So what do you want to talk about? Okay, so the topic of your first vlog is going to be your video game that you're working on.
Okay.
What's the name of your video game?
No clue.
What kind of thing is it going to be? Like RPG or
It's gonna. I'm aiming for an RPG simply because how easy it looks to be able to make one of those. Simply because we talked about like other games that are like so focused on mechanics and like something like Yandere Simulator or whatnot. That's something that's very much every action or like it's so many mechanics being strung together in one thing. Like no, I just need character progression in the sense of evolution and then leveling up and whatnot. Like that's a big mechanic, but that's one big mechanic. Then there's the character movement and stuff, but that's a given. Like most video games need that and whatnot. And making a save file and just basic mechanics you'd think in any video game, and like a simple combat system, which is as simple as one could get with that stuff. I'm not trying to make. Trying to make something that's narrative driven, not gameplay driven. So that's what I'm aiming for, and the type of game I'm making.
Why is it raining? I have class today. Stop it, rain. So I woke up this morning from like just the thundering roar of the wind. Like I don't know where this bad weather came from. It was fine for like the past few weeks, and then yesterday I started drizzling a little and wind started picking up. But then this morning, the trees out in the far distance started making really loud sounds from swaying in the wind, and it woke me up at like 7 this morning. And I just went to lunch and I came back soaked. I took a raincoat and it's dripping water right now, and my jeans got completely soaked. And I have class today, which kind of sucks because I have to walk 5 minutes in the rain, and it's been raining all morning and it sucks so much. But what are you gonna do about it, right?
So what's the story going to be so far, you know?
The story, I've been reading a bunch of videos about like what to do and what to not to do with a video game, and a lot of them are like, don't get your heart set on the story, because like once you start making the game, like gameplay, you may have to what's that word when you
Compromise?
You may have to compromise it. But since I already have an idea, it's like, no, the gameplay isn't going to be a vessel for the story to be told. The gameplay is going to exist for you to play the game and then have the story interspersed without. And so that I've settled on, I could settle on a story that I want. And like a lot of RPGs do that anyway, because RPG gameplay allows for the story to be told in the way that you want it. For the story itself, it would be I have my heart set on a sort of personal piece, a sort of a commentary on me. But I've never sat down and explored my thoughts to like the nth degree or whatnot like that. And so I very much want to see like, what would my paradise look like? What would my perfect world look like? And I've done it, and the story I've figured out to this point, I've set on the point of me being the villain of the game, and it's very much like what wrongs I would have to do to achieve that paradise and whatnot. And like,
Oh, that's interesting.
To get into what this story is about, Supreme Dictator did some wrong to some family at some point, and that person close to him at some point is like, no, fuck this guy. Oh, turns out he's an immortal badass. And something silly like that, but I want it to be very much a character piece in the sense of it's me exploring my idea. So like, okay, what would my sense of perfection be, and like how would that manifest in the people around me? Like, who would I want to be around? And like those would be like kind of other villains of the game and stuff like that. And very much like the main character of the game would be some sort of sexual ideal for me. But at the same time, she despises me, and I want that to be, and I want that that hatred to come about, for like, and be a representation of my fear of someone I like not liking me and hating. It's a very self-vilifying story.
yeah. I was about to ask, what made you decide to be the villain in that?
It's not just me being a villain. It's more not self-hate. It's not that, because I very much don't have that. It's some sort of it's because how negative I am as a person. Like if there was some overarching plot in someone's life, or like in the real world or something like that, I'd be as close to an enemy as that shit would be, and that's how I came about. Like, I'll be the villain.
So, being that I don't have many friends out here in Monterey, I have a lot of free time on my hands. So, what I did last semester was I got into weaving bracelets and stuff. So, I've made a few of them. They take a really long time, which I kind of like because I like being occupied and stuff, and I'm very fidgety too. So, just knotting a bunch of bracelets really keeps me entertained and keeps me from being bored, which is one of the reasons why I took it up. So, like this one, it's just like a simple diamond shape that I did. This was the first bracelet I made. And then I made this pink and green one, which I didn't really like the design too much, but I still made it. And then I have this yellow and green zigzag one. And then blue and orange stripes with dots, I guess. And then once I started getting the hang of it, I started making more designs. Like these are little turtles and stuff. And then I made one that was gonna be my favorite color, so I made this red one, which is like a weird pattern. Like I don't really know what it is, but red and black are my favorite colors. And then I like the white because it's like complementary to the black and stuff. And I've been working on another bracelet. I don't know, it's just like red, orange, and yellow. I don't know. I don't know what theme this is, but it's kind of cool. And it's just like a bunch of string, which I haven't really finished, but yeah, I really like these bracelets. I'd been wanting to learn how to make them, but I was just too lazy and I didn't feel like learning until one day I was like, I'm pretty bored, I'm gonna look it up, and it's not that hard actually, which is why I started with like these simple patterns, just like diamonds and stripes and stuff and zigzags. And then they have a lot more, advanced patterns, which I think like the turtle and this zigzag one are the most complicated ones I've done. But yeah, it's a nice activity to pass time with when you don't have much to do.
So I have no idea what's happening right now.
since my character's in such a high office in the world, I'll be able to show aspects of the world be conform to my worldview, and I'll be able to make the world, and people will and I'll be able to explore like what would I do in this situation or whatnot.
That's interesting. It also explores the kind of downside of it, like, or what means did you go past to just
Exactly. And since it is a vilification of myself, and since I do take the place of the villain, I very much want it to be something that, like, would I honestly do this? And there are a bunch of, like, in-story paradigms that exist in that I'll get to when I flesh them out a bit more. But there's that.
I like that. It's very interesting. Do you think it's ever been done before, where it's just a game is like an exploration of the game developer route?
Well, I know, I'm not sure if a game, but I know Evangelion. Evangelion is an exploration of Hideaki Anno, or so he says, and like I buy that, like a dude with very real problems, and like, each character. But as for a video game, no, because in all those things I was reading about or watching videos about video games and how their stories work, like there was never something that went like this far into any characters or whatnot.
So I got out of class at 2 today, and I haven't gone to the gym today, so I was like, oh, I'll just go after class. And then as soon as I get dressed and everything, I'm putting on my shoes, and it starts raining. And what sucks is that the gym is about a 10-minute walk. It's half a mile away. So I would go, but I don't really want my shoes to get drenched and stuff. So, see, I know we kind of need the rain and stuff, and I like rain, but it keeps me from doing things like going outside, which I sometimes enjoy, you know? I don't like being stuck in my room, and I don't have any plans for the rest of today. So I can either just wait it out and hope it doesn't start raining, or I can just go tomorrow, I guess. I mean, I was probably gonna go anyways, but I kind of wanted to go today.
So apparently this is for like a British car show, and they shut down the whole road. So apparently this is for the show Top Gear.
The entire game, the main character, sexual ideal girl, she is the main character, but I want her more in the sense of a protagonist, like protagonist. Oh god, where did that come from? Not generic protagonist, but more of a foil the story does not focus on.
How so?
In the sense, like, she's the main character. The story follows her. You see the world through her, but you see my world through her. You'll get more about me than you'll get more about her because she is not real.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because like she's not real. She's some sexual fantasy that I have.
And she's kind of more or less in this sense like a tool to explore.
She's a tool to explore. If that's objectifying one, like, yes, I kind of want that to be the point, because that is her character, to be objectified and like shit on me and all. Like, no, like that is a theme I want to explore, because I have no clue what real sexuality is. So I'll just come up with like, oh, what's sexual fantasy of the fucking day? Tiny Asian girl master race. So you get that, and since I don't know what that actually looks like, I don't want her to be a flat character. As sexual ideal of me in tiny Asian girl body, so she herself will be a foil of me.
That's interesting. I like that. Anything else you want to talk about?
Any more questions?
How was your day?
It was good. After that, it was good. It was fine.
Then the fact that I was there for like the majority of it.
You saw most of my day. We loitered in some shop.
You saw me and Sean fall over with the McWhopper.
Oh, those things are... Oh, fucking McWhoppers. They're so fucking
Oh, we should have recorded that, actually.
You should have.
Dang. Okay, and that will be all for Kyle's vlog number 1. Tune in next week to see Kyle's vlog number 2, or whenever it may so happen to be.
Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions. Subscribe to Fun Films Productions.